My name is Eugene, and thanks for tuning into our Teochew How Do You Say podcast. For today's podcast, we have a very special guest, Mr. Nigel Lim, 林仰忠老师. Some of you may be familiar with him, as apart from his experience as a radio DJ at Rediffusion and Capital 95.8 FM, Mr. Nigel Lim has also performed in numerous television dramas in Singapore. For those who have attended our Teochew workshop before, you would also know that he teaches Teochew in Mandarin and is always very passionate to share about the Teochew language and culture. He is going to share with us a short story in our unique Singapore Teochew. We can't wait, so let's hear it now. Mr. Lim, please.
陪到我好嘅阿伯，正式是26噶，到長山來到16，就龍邦到往大人嘅去愛，食到烏人大花證書甲甲人講布，馬路來無著久，就甲一個鳥鳥交音，大比交音後，一日到暗點起價咯，十到往大人袂打行，只好叫伊腦解去找老闆。無著久，伊人找到這人無識對面嘅巴剎來，就到去搞開店北。後來毋知買着什麼沙拉貨，公房也就發去伊一張送網，代比伊人全無拍流哩，甲個馬達大狗紅擺甲青燈攏來車，腦解什麼跟那着打行溜花路着馬索路啊，最後看着密扎啦，密扎啦書腦解什麼着歐公。因為無雷開，最後就明達往大人推人擔公。
Wow, thank you, Mr. Lim. Aren't you just captivated by his storytelling? How much of the story did you understand? Here's how it would have sounded in English. If I must tell you about my uncle, I must say that he is really very unlucky. He came to Singapore from China, lived and worked as a helper in my father's shop. Even though he's quite old, he still likes to socialize with others. As soon as he came to Singapore, he married the local native Chinese woman, and after they got married, they quarreled all day long. My father couldn't stand the noise, so he asked them to look for work outside. Soon, they found a place in the market opposite Jalan Besar Road and opened a stall there. One day, the government issued a subpoena to them. Frankly, I don't know what illegal goods they had bought, but I knew that my uncle ignored the subpoena. As a result, the police, inspector, the plainclothes detective, and the customs officer came to check. In addition to being detained, they were also charged in court. When they lost the case, they were fined by the government. However, they had no money to pay for the fine. As such, my father had to be their guarantor. If you need the English or Mandarin transcript, you can always find it on our website, LearnDialect.sg. Personally, I think the story is so much more fascinating when it's narrated in Teochew. Don't you agree? Now, did you notice that we used loan words, that is, words borrowed from English or Malay or other languages, as well as local slangs in the story? To list a few of them, they are Gao Ing and Mata. So these words are borrowed from the Malay language, which means marry and police respectively. We also borrow the word summons from the English language and pronounce it as samman, which means the subpoena within the story. Finally, we also use local slangs such as tua gao, which means inspector, and ampai, which means plainclothes detective. Loan words and slangs are partially why the Teochew language is unique in Singapore. It has a fair share of influences from the English, Malay, and other languages too. Did you spot other loanwords being used? Or are you aware of other loanwords and slangs that are commonly used? If so, do share with us in the comment section below. Once again, thank you, Mr. Nigel Lim, for sharing with us such a lovely story. My name is Eugene from LearnDialect.sg, and thank you for listening into our Teochew How Do You Say podcast. See you the next time.